Hey guys, it's Maz Delasana here, founder of the Phoenix Rising Collective. I'm an author, mindset, and personal development coach. In today's video, I want to talk about what to do when the law of assumption is just not working. This is part 2. In the first video, I talk about how the law of assumption has worked for me. And so in this video, I want to tell you and help guide you along that journey when you're trying to use the law of assumption for yourself. We've already established that the law of assumption is assuming the best possible outcome and the best result that you want, and assuming that's what's going to happen. In my last video, if you haven't watched that, I highly suggest that you stop, pause, I'll link it down below so you can check that out, so this video makes a lot more sense. So when you're trying to manifest the things that you want in your life using the law of attraction and the law of assumption, you got to stay high vibe. Now, no need for toxic positivity, because life can throw curveballs and things can come out of the blue and stuff out of your control can happen. But the trick is to stay in alignment, to still stay on track, to be that person that is ready to receive whatever it is you want. Because whatever it is you want is already done. What you want is seeking you, always. And whatever you can see in your mind, you can actually live out in your reality. Now, sometimes you will try to manifest something and you're assuming it's going to happen, and then it doesn't. Or the thing that you want, something blocks it. For example, you might try to get a new job, for example, and that job, you get turned down. And you're like, I just assumed that's what was going to happen. What happened? Or maybe you're trying to manifest a specific person, and then that person is just not contacting you or interested or ignoring your calls or whatever it may be. And you're like, I assumed that person was coming into my life. What's happening? Or whatever it is that you are trying to manifest. I want you to listen here now. I want you to remember, the universe always has our backs, always to our highest good, and when we're in alignment. Now, even if you are feeling high vibe and you're so excited that whatever it was you were trying to manifest was on its way, and all of a sudden, bam, roadblock, something happened. I want you to switch your perspective, and instead of looking at the negative of why that is happening to you, ask yourself, what is this trying to teach me? Because remember, if you are using the law of assumption and you've already assumed whatever it is you want is already done and already happening, sometimes it might not be that specific thing that you want, but there's something better, way better, exactly what you want, but better. You don't know that yet. And the universe is trying to give you lessons and trying to align you to be that person ready to receive. So when you do reach a roadblock, stop, pause, breathe. Just sit with your thoughts and really get into your heart space and ask yourself, what is this trying to teach me? You never know. This roadblock may come and try to, instead of it being a roadblock, it's actually like deterring you and putting you toward a different way, a different path that leads to something even better. When you do get there, you're like, oh my God, this is what I wanted back then, but I didn't see it being like this. Maybe you end up meeting someone else and it's way better than the person that you originally intended, or maybe you got a better job offer, or maybe like whatever it is. Just always know and trust. The universe always has our backs, and everything is always playing out to our highest good for all parties. For example, let's say you didn't get that job. How do you know that maybe the fact that that job, the universe was actually trying to look out for you because you were trying to leave a toxic job with a toxic environment that you didn't like, and maybe that other job that you were trying to manifest had an even more toxic environment, and you were going to be so unhappy and so depressed that the universe shut it down because they had something better for you. You know, and because now you haven't got that job, it's now made you go look for other jobs and put you on the path to where you're supposed to go with least resistance. Or that person that you're trying to manifest, what if that person was just not good for you on the outside? And then, we can like imagine all these things, and maybe we had high hopes and we're wearing rose-colored glasses, but that person really wasn't the person that could make us happy. Maybe they weren't compatible for us. And maybe, just maybe, the universe is trying to push you gently to another path that will allow you to get to the person of your dreams and the real soulmate that's supposed to be there with you by your side. So, when you're trying to manifest anything in your life, you know it's already done, and you've done the work to know that you can receive it, and you're deserving, you're worthy, and it is yours. When things come up and pop into your way and it doesn't quite pan out the way that you think, just trust. The universe always has your back. It has all of our backs, and it is working out to the highest good. If you can stay high vibe and just know in your heart and soul and mind that what you want is already yours without being attached to that specific outcome, you just never know what can come out on the other side. Because I know every single time that this has happened to me along my journey, I've got something better. And if you stop and look at your own life as well and think about all the things that at one point you thought you wanted and didn't get, and if you look back now, I'm sure you can see why everything played out the way it did, and it actually worked out a lot better. If you want to know how to make the law of attraction work in your favor, and you're wondering why all your scripting, visualization, vision boards, affirmations, meditations just not working, I invite you to join into my 15-minute free manifestation masterclass. I will link it down below. Anyway, short but sweet, but thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up if you like this kind of content, and hit the big red button to stay tuned on more personal development, spirituality, and law of attraction videos. Until next time.